All right, everybody, I've got some excellent news. Our next run is ready to go. So we've got TheRealGRBow is going to be showing us a Link to the Past Master Sword speedrun. So I'll hand things over to you from here.
Hello everybody, I am TheRealGRBow, he, him, and this is A Link to the Past Master Sword %. I'm going to be joined by my commentator Obscure, if they'd like to introduce themselves real quick.
Hello, I am Obscure Lifeform. I am a Link to the Past speedrunner, mostly doing randomizers, but we thought we'd have a bit of fun showing this off on the marathon.
And without further ado, I think we'll get started into the run, then we'll start explaining things there. So I'll give it a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, good luck, have fun.
I don't understand what this is saying, but it's essentially saying, I need help, I'm in the castle, please come save me.
Yeah, pretty much. So, compared to a normal speedrun, or an 80% speedrun of this game, we are only going to get to the Master Sword pedestal, so we're going to rescue Zelda, do the first 3 dungeons, and as soon as we touch the pedestal, that would be the end of the speedrun. So we don't get to see any of the Dark World, we don't get to see the Ganon fights, the Aga fights.
So I'm going to start making my way up into the castle through a little backdoor entrance here, because how dare they lock the front door of the castle? Can't just barge on in.
I know, what's with villains these days, trying to make it difficult for us?
Villains in 1991 were different.
Yeah, so essentially your uncle here is dying, and so he tells Link to, you need to now take over and go save the world. So you'll see Gerbo skipping certain chests because we know what's in them, and there's nothing very interesting, not needed for the run. But there is something we like to call in the community as Rando Brain. And as part of the randomizer, you generally do pick up the chest because we don't know what's inside the chest because everything's randomized. But when we go from randomizers to speedruns, we kind of forget what we're running and accidentally pick up chests. So essentially, we need to cheer every time Gerbo decides to pick up a chest.
Yeah.
This
Rando
one being
Brain
the big
hits hard in this room.
This one is the worst.
Hard. Oops, I did not handle that the way I wanted to.
Yeah. Okay, no Rando Brain for that one.
There's not really many opportunities for it, is there?
Not so much in this run. There's that map chest in the Hyrule Castle. Right side desert is another culprit as well. Just before the big key. Those are kind of the main 2 in this run, but usually it's this first map chest. So you'll see Gerbo set up a spin here to kill this guy. The reason we set up a spin, so swords obviously do different amounts of damage. We'll see if Gerbo can get the strat. I'm lucky. So just going to have to slash away. So fighter sword, essentially you've got level 1, 2, 3, 4 swords. And by charging up a spin, we are doing the next level worth of damage. So we are on a fighter sword, a level 1 sword right now. But by charging up the spin, we are doing master sword damage level 2. So these enemies, which would usually take 2 hits with a fighter sword, we can just kill in 1. A couple of strats here, so Gerbo's decided to go pick up the pots and just chuck it at this chain guard, because we need the big key off him to go rescue Zelda.
It also gives me a little bit of health that I kind of did want. Just to heal up after hitting everything in that room. And our last item here in Castle is our lamp. We need this so we can see. I know my way around in the dark, but I don't want to do that for the viewing experience.
Yeah, maybe we'll have that as an incentive or something next time to not pick up the lamp. But for now, we will.
That would be for this run.
Yeah. It'd be a lot of dark rooms and a lot of just like flashy things in rooms. So mostly
so
for
the
this...
escape...
Go on.
Sorry, I'll let you commentate.
No, I was just going to say, mostly now we are just kind of walking back to the front, really. There's not really too much going on here.
Yeah, so pretty quick escape here. Not a lot of enemies slashing, at least during the escape. Unless things get in my way, I'm really not gonna focus too much on it. Like that guy, always in my way, always a jerk. So I usually either sword slash him or I will freeze him in place with the boomerang. The boomerang's used quite a few times, at least in the run, to just gather items. It makes it a little easier.
Oh yeah, killing enemies in Link to the Past is slow, so generally we try not to. We go on a bit of a pacifist run and just try to stun them so we can get past.
Alright, so we're like, oh, there's a secret passage right behind this,
Very suspicious looking
plaque?
couch.
Is that a plaque or a couch?
No, it's a throne, I think.
No, because the throne chairs are right in front.
Oh, I don't know. I just always call it a sofa.
A sofa with some swords on it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know, like kings and queens having their palaces, their thrones and a sofa behind them.
Oh, both of them right there. Lovely.
Yeah. So we're fine with this run. The biggest thing we're kind of fighting against is RNG. There's a lot of enemy movements we kind of got to react to.
I don't know how to react to enemy movements, so if you see me flop like that, that's because enemy's hard.
Yeah. So this next room that's coming up here is kind of the big one. So there's a key rat, or a rat with a key, and it could decide to move any direction. We kind of just have to react. And of course we're in the dark. We've only got a certain amount of visibility, so we kind of just have to feel it out where it is. But Gerbo managed to pick up no problem. Just need to get around the enemies here.
Or just kept going forward, because they would have flown away, but...
Yeah, so there's a nifty little trick here in this next room. So usually there's two text boxes, but if Gerbo holds right here, which he doesn't, we can actually avoid one of the text boxes, saving a little bit of time there.
I did that just so in case, so I wouldn't die, because I didn't know where that rat was going to move. So we got some text boxes here, and then I'm going to save and quit and head back to Link's house.
Yeah. And I'm just watching the restream as well. You finished Escape 6:20, so I believe that's a PB live on stream.
That was a gold by 20.5.
Massive. So in that chest there is a heart container, which will give us a fourth heart to help us with get through some of these dungeons. Gerbo's decided to go hardcore mode and not pick it up, so we're going to
get another one.
Yeah, when we kill bosses, we get some extra health, and being such a short run anyway, it's less of a big deal.
Like if I was doing more intensive category, maybe.
So here we go.
This is the only category I do for Link to the Past. Really, I just got into playing, like, doing categories. I submitted this to the event not thinking it would really get in, so I didn't do much practice, and then I found out that it got in, and I was like, oh, okay. So I did some runs, and my PB went, I think it cut by like 10 minutes that first run I did.
Plus, you're a pretty solid randomizer player anyway, so...
Yeah. I do a lot more randomizers for this game than I do vanilla. Jeez, dude.
So this particular Master Sword run is very good for people just trying to get into Link to the Past. It kind of teaches you a lot about movement and execution, how things work. So there's a cool little trick in this next room. So normally they're called Stalfos, which are the skeletons, essentially. 4 of them should spawn.
That's okay.
Which they did, yeah. It was a little unfortunate there. There is a way to...
I threw the pot.
Yeah. Got a little bit excited, threw the pot a little bit early there. And well done for not random braining that. Yeah. So yeah, if he threw it to the right and hit the skeleton on the right, he would have only spawned 2 skeletons. Unfortunately, he threw it straight forward, so all 4 of them spawned.
Got to grab the other one, but I grabbed that for a little extra arrows later on, so I don't have to worry so much.
So here's kind of one of the more tricky strats coming up in a few rooms. Essentially, it's a survival room. So there's a bunch of enemies. We have to kill all the enemies, and then it reveals a switch to us, which we can get the big key. However, using some damage boosts, we can avoid. It is quite tricky, so I don't know if Gerbo's going to go for it.
Okay.
Okay. No, it was a little unlucky there. It can be, like, even if you get the correct movement, sometimes it still doesn't decide to work. So essentially, with those enemies in the middle, they have a pot. And now we've killed all the enemies, we can get to the switch. But using some damage boosting, we can actually get to the switch without having to kill the enemies. But RNG being RNG, didn't allow Gerbo to do the strat, so...
Went a little slower than I thought, too.
It's a tricky room.
Oh, that's not...
Yeah, that's not a bow.
To be fair, Obscure, I forgot what strat we used in this room,
So we're just gonna kill everything. If in doubt, just take out the entire room. So one of these, they're called Igors, has a small key which we need to get through. So Gerbo's gonna pick up...
Big room.
Yeah, can pick up some arrows in this room.
Ooh.
Do you avoid the anti-fairies? No, he's not. So for the rest of these last couple of rooms here, it's survival rooms, so there's a bunch of enemies. We just need to clear out the enemies. Make sure we are on full arrows for the boss. Yeah, those skeletons decided to run all over the place, so just kind of had to use the pots. The pots actually do level 3 damage, so they do a lot of damage, so they will one hit a lot of things. We are going to be a little low on arrows here, but we're going to have 25 going into the fight if you pick them all up. You're going to need at least 18. Yeah. So while Gerbo's fighting this, each one of these takes 3 arrow shots. Once we get to the last one, he's going to get enraged and turn pink and start attacking us.
Okay. I have to regroup here. Uh-oh. Okay.
So there are particular quick kills, but getting knocked kind of pushes you out of the way. And we've got exactly 3 arrows left. Perfect. There we go. And we've got our first pendant.
Rough.
It was. But, you know, a lot of the time it's about clearing the rooms.
Oh, that was almost a gold. Lost 2 seconds on that, but...
So yeah, we usually do the split as soon as Link holds his sword up in the air. So we're going to get the boots, one of the most powerful items in this game. Massive for the speed run, and then it's all about dashing around in lines. Unlike the normal any % run, where you're not allowed to do save and quits, the Master Sword run does allow save and quits. So once we pick up these boots here, we're going to save and quit back to the house, because we're going to need to go collect some stuff for the second dungeon. There's our lovely big red boots.
Okay. House?
House.
Sanctuary, right?
Yep. No, house. House.
Oh, yeah, house. House, yeah. I'm screwed. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we're going to run over to Kakariko. There's a library in Kakariko where we're going to need a book.
Ooh, oopsies.
Yeah. Oh, and then we got a B as well. Here's the library, so there'll be a books. It's fine. We're going to save and quit anyway, so you'll go back to full health.
Oh,
just missed it.
Just barely missed the. I kind of hoped I was all the way over.
Save and quit.
Wait.
And we're going back to Link's house again. And now we're going to head over to the desert.
Sorry, Obscure is also sort of my coach, because I'm fairly new to this category as well. Ooh, that's not quite how you're supposed to do that. But
not quite, but it worked. We'll go with it.
Yeah.
So now you can see why the boots are so powerful, because it just allows us to dash around.
Oops. Okay.
And get around really, really quick. We are actually going to need the boots for desert. So what usually happens in this this game, the dungeons have items. We need those items to usually kill the boss. So in this particular dungeon, so we've already picked up the boots and the book. We're just going to need one more item, which is in the big chest, which is the glove, because it's going to allow us to pick up a rock at the back. So there's the reason we need the book. So we speak to that tablet, and it gives us entrance into the dungeon.
Bonk. Probably doing $1 for every bonk. Anyway.
Oh, really? I hope you're counting. I wasn't.
I wasn't really, but I'll run back and I'll watch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to do the thing in this room because I haven't practiced it very much.
Yep, so there is a strat to pick up that small key where we can kind of rub up against the torch as we run past and bonk into the wall. And that will not only knock the key off the torch, it bonks us back into the key, so it saves a little bit of time there. But again, it's pretty tricky, and when you're dashing, you know, yeah, you've got to get the line up. So not rando brain in that chest as well, so you have done really well with that.
Wow, the double cannon hit there.
Yeah, unfortunately this room's all RNG. Sometimes you can dash through no problem at all, other times they're just like, nope, you are going to walk. So now armed with that big key, we're going to run all the way back over to the left. And so there's a lot of backwards and forwards at the front of this dungeon here. Running to the left and right, and then back to the left again.
That's not the chest I want to pick up. No, the bot. That's fine.
That's fine, because we're not going to use arrows on the boss anyway, so...
Yeah. I'm not really good at using arrows on this boss.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll see the boss in a little bit. The normal strats use arrows, but it's such a difficult strat.
Oops.
Because essentially we're killing 3 bosses, and it's all RNG where they jump around, so... It's very, very difficult. It's a lot easier with the sword, but slower.
Duh.
So in that room, there's something called a key dash, where we can kind of set ourselves up on a certain line, and we will just run straight for the door, whereas normally we would bonk onto doors. Actually getting very good RNG with that room. That was nice and easy. So, Gurren might pick up some health on these bottom pots here. Because this boss can get out of hand very, very quickly. And that red Igor as well. Deciding you're going in with 3 hearts.
Yeah, I routed that weird. I didn't expect him to wing up like that. Okay. Yes, spins are a little weird with this. So I'm gonna not spin as often, maybe.
Yeah, so spins...
Say maybe, because I still spin anyway.
Spins essentially allow us to hit on the first frame. But doing that...
not to die.
Yeah, please don't. So I believe the rocks do half heart, or do they do a full heart?
I think they do
There you go, half a heart. Phew, they do half a heart. So yeah, we're at one hit knockout stage.
Hit.
Yeah, they were not friendly.
Not friendly, but it's like the halfway point for the dungeon, so not hard to get back.
Yeah.
Regrettably, I can still PB from this point.
So I guess while we got Gurbo's heading back to the boss, I don't know if there's any donations.
Anything to read out, that'd be great. Sorry.
Sure. I don't think I brought up the bid wars at all. I did see somebody entered the exclamation mark incentives in the chat, so excellent segue. So we've got two bid wars open right now. So the first one is for Digimon Battle Spirit 2. Picking the character. Currently, the winner is Takuya / Agunamon. I'm probably saying that wrong. At $10, and the runner-up being JP / Beetlebon at $5. So if you would like to check that out, if your favorite character was not mentioned there, they might be in the list, and you can donate towards having them being chosen for the run. So check that out. We've also got the Super Mario Brothers Wonder character choice bid war. Really looking forward to that one. Mario Wonder is a fairly new game. Trying to see what kind of stuff they came up with in like the first few months of the game coming out. Currently the winner of that is Toadette with $28, and the runner-up being Luigi with $25.
I'm gonna get hit. Again!
Oh, no. Would you say this is the hardest boss in the run, or is there a harder boss?
Yes.
Yes, this is definitely the hardest boss for a lot of the runs, even the main run, I would say.
Yeah, they spawn in weird spots, and then those little darts they shoot out when they also spawn in do a half heart each. I believe the boss does a heart if it hits you.
Yes, giving a hug to the boss does a full heart.
Yeah, and I got hit by a lot there. Not a PB pace anymore.
No. So you're using some arrow strats in there, so normally you have to do 8 slashes to kill them, but an arrow shot does double the damage, so you'll only need to hit it 4 times. Getting a nice arrow shot on the first one. So all 3 of the Light World bosses have an enrage phase. So like we saw on the first boss, he turned pink and just started getting very aggressive. Once we get to the enrage phase on this one, where the rocks are shooting out the diagonals, it will shoot out in all 8 points of the compass. So it'll be shooting up, down, left and right as well.
I just need to not...
Oh, that was good slashes there. Yeah, 2 spawning at the same time can be a little bit tricky. It's almost a little bit of geometry. Okay, nice. So we're down 2. So now we've got the last one here. So we just need to be careful because he's going to shoot in all 8 directions now. Although the nice thing is it doesn't reset his health like in the first boss, and GG's getting it done.
That was rough. Not my proudest moment, but we have plenty of opportunities to show off better boss management with the next one.
Oh yeah, everybody's favorite boss coming up next. So here we'll do a save and quit, and we will go to the sanctuary after this. So with those newfound gloves that we picked up here, we don't need to reset the run right now.
I was trying to be careful there because I didn't want to go back to house on accident. Avoid any more possible time loss.
So yeah, armed with those new gloves that we found in desert, we're now going to pick up a rock which allows us to get to Death Mountain. And from there, we're gonna get I think the mirror is the last item we're gonna pick up. And the old man gives this to us once we get through this dark room here. In the normal run, we would be picking up the big chest. That gives us the moon pearl, so that means we then have access into Dark World. And we won't turn into something called the bunny sprite. So when we're in Dark World, and you'll see it here, Link actually turns into a bunny rabbit. Because why not? Because the power of dark magic.
He holds you back, so you can't dash through here effectively. Yeah, so you're not allowed to go faster than a brisk walk.
I mean, he's an old man. He can't really dash.
So, welcome to Cabbage Mountain. Lots of cabbages. We're gonna try to get to the top of this. 1 cabbage, 2 cabbages.
Yeah, they do.
Is that gonna be 3?
Oh wow, you're really getting RNG'd here. Oh wow, that dodge. Oh my, okay, they got you.
Cabbages, everybody.
The nice thing is, because we rescued the old man, that gives us a new save and quit location, which takes us straight to the mountain. Are we going to rando brain? Yes, we are.
Wait, rando brain. There we go.
Rando brain. So in randomizer, it gets rid of a lot of the text boxes, so you can just refill your hearts there. But obviously, in the normal run, he tells you a really boring story before he fills up your hearts. So rando brain.
Oh. Okay.
So we're going to select the mirror because that allows us to get back into Light World. But here we see the bunny Link. Only get to see it for a few moments. So this is why we need to grab that mirror.
Okay.
And that heart piece. A little piece of love for you, Gerbo. And we get dead rocks right in front of the dungeon. Perfect. Yeah, so we have no choice but to wait for him to turn back. There we go. Yeah, dead rocks are the bane of every Zelda speedrunner's life.
I did not do that right.
That's fine. We could grab this small key here with the boomerang. Nice, actually. That Moldon was trying to block you. You managed to eke it around.
Oh, okay. Listen here.
So now for the most exciting part of the run, tile room.
Fighting.
So we're going to hit this switch, but unfortunately to open the door, we have to wait until all of these tiles have kind of been thrown at us. So there's not much really going on here, but we're quite...
If you have anything to read out, that'd be great. There's not going to be much going on for here for a second.
Essentially we're just climbing the dungeon after this until we get to the boss.
Alright, let me take a look. What do we got? So I guess I can kind of let everybody know a bit about the organization that we're raising money for this fine day. We are raising money once again for Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center. So in 2011, a local woman named Georgia Obenaus lost her home and her only... Obenaus, thank you. Lost her home and her only focus became how to prevent her family dogs from going back to animal control. So starting out with just an empty shell of a building, Go Rescue soon became not just a place for her current rescues, but also a shelter that has grown to rescue over 2,000 dogs to date, with no signs of slowing down. So currently we are at $356 in total for this event raised for Go Rescue. I'm sure the doggos will greatly appreciate even for tuning into the stream. We really appreciate all of you for taking the time to stop by. get comfy, watch some amazing speedruns like this Link to the Past run that we're checking out right here.
Oh! Dude! Never! Never! I have not gotten hit by him in any of my run attempts. Oh! Dude. Oh.
I think we're experiencing some tech issues, maybe. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. Well, just sorry.
All right. My sincerest apologies. We were currently experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty with the stream, so please be patient. And we're gonna try and get the run back online as soon as possible. Thank you for your understanding. All right, everybody. Thanks for waiting. We've got everything back under control for now. So why don't we just continue the Zelda run? I guess.
All right. Hi. That was interesting. So, I will. Oh. Let's not. Just because I'm worried about my computer right now. Give him the stream, the direct link. Okay, so what happened? My computer gave up, and so we're gonna work with what we got here. I'm gonna take it a little bit more careful. We're gonna move around, and then I'm going to probably do a factory reset on my computer after this, to be fair.
It always waits the worst times to do these this nonsense.
Probably have some drivers installed wrong, and who knows. It'll be a fun project to do over the course of the next day or two.
And we look forward to it.
I just have hard drive that I can back up everything to, so it's not that bad, to be fair. I'm gonna get this out of my hand before I click on it accidentally.
Yeah,
so where
let's get this run finished.
Moldorm. So let's do take number 3.
Well, first attempts, right? We didn't see the other attempts.
No, okay. Take number 3 is already failed.
Oh, nice. See, as we can see, this is kind of why the boss here, called Moldorm, gets nicknamed as Trolldorm. Because he likes to bonk us off the side, make us restart the whole fight all over again.
Dude.
So essentially, he takes 6 hits. He's running around. You have to slash his tail, the little red thing on the tail. And for the last hit, he will get enraged and start moving really, really fast.
So he's being particularly trolly today, bouncing me everywhere I don't want to go. I just got bounced off again. This is really unfortunate.
Yeah, this is what they call in the business is marathon luck, right?
I've not ever had Moldorm be this.
So the way Moldorm works is he's basically following 2 scripts, and it will switch between the 2. So there'll be one where he's attacking you, and he got knocked down the middle hole. Sorry, I'm on a bit of delay.
No, you're
so
fine.
I'm watching it from the restream. So there'll be one script where he's attacking you, so you'll see him running at you, and he will be following your movement. And he will switch between that and running away from you. And I believe it's every up to 6 seconds he can change scripts for what he's doing. So you kind of have to deal with that side of the RNG as well as just kind of like very peculiar movement. There are ways to make it a little bit easier. Sometimes holding out your sword makes it a little bit easier because if you're facing his direction, if he tries to knock you off, it will just kind of leave you hanging over the ledge but won't actually knock you off. So there's one guy in the community who's actually done the whole Master Sword run, which Gerbo's done with a DDR mat. So this particular boss took him hours.
Yeah. Faster now, and we're good now.
Hey, GG's. So with that, that's our third pendant. And all that's left for us to do is pick up the Master Sword.
This was a sadly unfortunate boss fight and set of circumstances that happened during the run. I'm glad we were able to finish it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see what this run's all about, even if the RNG was kind of working against you today.
Yeah, I'd say you handled everything pretty well.
Can't let it get to me too much. Things happen.
And at the end of the day, it's all about helping the animals.
Don't know where I'm going. So, thankfully I did not get the guard in a bush there. But I did bonk another log. And 3, 2, 1, time.
GG's.
So that is Master Sword. That was an interesting run for Master Sword. It's a really active community. I recommend joining it. They're very helpful. I personally will probably keep going with this category, trying to get a lot better. I was kind of hoping to get a PB at this run. We were on a good pace for a while, but then that unfortunate incident in Eastern and then Desert, but the next round will be a lot better. As for everything else, I'm in TheRealGRBow. I have my channels. I'm going to be here the rest of the event. And then I'll let Obscure do anything that Obscure wants to say.
Thank you. No, just I haven't really got that much to say, but yeah, thanks for inviting me to do comms for this run. It's going for a good cause, so yeah, keep your donations coming. But yeah, GG's on the run. It was a good time overall. I would look forward to watching you get down this time, and maybe next year bring it back and see how much you've improved. But yeah, like I said, thanks a lot, and yeah, I've been Obscure Lifeform, and I will hand it back over.
Have a good day, everybody.
All right, that was Link to the Past Master Sword. Great run. So up next, we've got Donkey Kong Country 2. Ryan Ford is going to be doing an good old any percent run for us. So stay tuned. They're currently getting everything all set up and taken care of in just a few minutes. All right. Just a little forecast for what's coming up. We're about halfway through day 2 of No Holidays Allowed 2023. So after the Donkey Kong Country 2 run, we've got Metroid Prime is going to be doing an any % Bell run of Curse Crackers. And right after that, Aeon Frodo will be back with a Digimon Battle Spirit 2 any % easy run. And speaking of those runs, we actually have incentives, donation incentives, for both of those. So for Curse Crackers, we've got a $25 incentive to pet the dog. Taking a look at our dashboard here, that incentive is going to be open for around another hour, 45 minutes. We're currently $10 out of 25 towards petting the dog. So we're only $15 away. We've got plenty of time left until that run comes up on our radar. So, and for the Digimon run, we're doing a little bid war for the character choice. Barrier to entry for the bid war is actually pretty low right now. The winner, or projected winner, if you will, is Takuya / Agunamon with $10. Just to kind of put it out there, we've got, for the other options, we've got our runner-up, JP Beetlemon, and then we've got the other 3 options at $0 each. Koji Lobomon, Zoe Kazemon, and Tommy Kumamon. If you want your favorite Digimon character to be featured during the run, feel free to pitch in towards this incentive. Note that if you donate to Go Rescue on our Tiltify page, you can choose both a option on the bid war, and you can also pick an incentive to donate towards with the same donation. That is super powerful. Go Rescue greatly appreciates it. Fun fact about Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center. The website for the organization actually has a section for adoption success stories. So if you go to gorescuedogs.com/success stories, you can see some adorable pictures and heartwarming tales of doggos that were able to find a home. Just thought I'd put it out there. If folks at home watching are interested in either doing runs for the No Glitches Allowed team or volunteering to help out with events like these, several volunteering opportunities, including helping set up. Shoutouts to the tech crew helping set up the runs today. Social media posting, moderation. You can even volunteer to host the event, like me. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, feel free to check out the No Glitches Allowed Discord and follow us on Twitter, and you can be kept in the loop about any future events that we might be organizing like this one.